Yo, what's up, everyone? So I am at a really cool spot. I pulled up here really late last night. It's just off the I-40, and it's like this super cool canyon spot. And I'm overlooking. Let me show you. I'm overlooking this canyon, and it's completely free. There's surprisingly not that many people here. Very windy. Yeah, beautiful. Such an awesome spot. Let me flip the camera around so we can see what we're working with here. Oh yeah. So yeah, pretty cold, pretty chilly, um, very windy. It wasn't very windy this morning, but it just picked up recently, and I'm glad I checked that because I was able to get a lot of good drone footage before the wind picked up. Because now it's way too windy to fly the drone I have. So drones are charging now. I haven't eaten breakfast yet, so I'll probably do that. And yeah, I'm not really sure if I'm going to stay another night here. I definitely could. It's super beautiful. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Last stream, the mic wasn't even working, so that was kind of a bummer. Yeah, okay, so make some breakfast. I have a, oh, there we go. Internet should get a little bit better in a second. One second, everyone. Okay, that should be. Okay, hopefully we didn't just mess anything up there. So, yeah, internet's really good here. This is Little Painted Canyon or Little Painted Desert. If you guys are passing through Arizona on the I-40, it's maybe about like a 15-minute detour off of the I-40, and it's very easy to get here. You can get here in like just a regular two-wheel drive sedan, probably, honestly. So yeah, Cosmo got a walk in before it got super windy. And I've been doing a lot of driving, kind of thinking of just chilling out a little bit, especially since now that we're at a cool spot. So, okay, let's make sure the stream sounds good. It also looks really zoomed in. I guess it's okay. Oh, it's because the camera's flipped. I see. Yeah, I might change spots too. This spot isn't really that level, and so the doors keep closing. And yeah. So I think I might do that. I was just filming some drone footage, and so I just I wanted to get some like shots of me driving, so I just did a little bit of that, and now I'm done, so I might just go back to my original parking spot. Let's think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. This spot isn't really working, and it's like kind of in the middle. I'm kind of blocking the road a little bit, so I'm just gonna move a tiny bit. Oh, did the Starlink ever kick on? Yes, it did. Okay, great. Yeah, it's crazy windy. I'm so glad I got my drone shots in already. Now I can just chill and stream and take care of other stuff. And I did want to see how the stream looks on YouTube and all the other platforms. I used a different thumbnail this time. So, yeah, I gotta check that really quick. Where's my other phone? Thumbnail I used on YouTube is really dim, so it's hard to see. Whatever. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, okay, now we know the audio is working. Sweet. Oh, someone's walking their dog. I guess we'll wait for them to get out of the way before we leave. Yeah, there are some like seasoned RVers here. They seem like they know where they're going, and maybe they come here like once every so often. This person has a toy hauler, so that's where they keep their motorcycles and ATVs and stuff. That's just the type of RV they have. And then this person in front, and with the dog, they have like a cabo. Oh man, I forgot what you call them. But yeah, big RV that you tow with a truck. Okay, he's out of the way, so let's go. I rolled my window down, but I forgot it's super windy. Oh, it's so dry here. My lips, my skin. I don't know how people survive. slide outs. Be nice and cozy in there. That is a big RV. Sorry about that beep. So yeah, I'll make some breakfast, figure out what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day, figure out if I'm gonna stay here or keep driving, and if I do keep driving, where I'm gonna go. If I keep heading east on I-40, then the next big city is Albuquerque. But I'm not sure if I want to keep going east or what the plan is really. But I do know that this is a really nice spot, so very likely could chill here for a bit. But something might come up and I might realize that I need, water or some other like food or coffee or something, and that would kind of stop me in my tracks, and then I'd have to go back into town. Oh, so here's a pullout. I could go right here. This looks nice. I might just take this spot. There's like nobody else around. When I was last night, I slept closer to those people, like kind of in that group of RVs, which is near the entrance. But yeah, this is super nice and serene. It's nice and flat, and hopefully my side door will stay open here. I don't know why it wasn't in the other spot. This is a perfect place to chill. And I don't know what kind of land this is. I'm assuming it's BLM land, Bureau of Land Management. And if that's the case, then you can camp here for 14 days, no problem. For free. And really, like, after 14 days, you're going to need something. You're going to need water. You're going to need to throw away your trash. You're going to need food. So, it's not even that big of a deal. So, oh yeah, that's good. I'm going to use this tripod. Yeah, I'm looking forward to starting the streams on the computer, but it just takes a lot of setup. It's really easy to stream on the phone. But once I get the computer stream set up, then it'll be a lot easier. I just have to set up some initial things, I think. Slowly getting organized here. And making a system for everything. Because before I was in like stationary van life mode, staying in one town, but now I'm in like road trip van life mode. So I kind of have to like change the way I do things, and it takes a little bit longer to like to systemize things. But we're getting there. Okay, let's open these. The nice thing is the wind is coming from this way, so I can open these doors and I don't get any wind rushing in. Oh, there's sand though. wow. Hopefully it doesn't come in. Yeah, really windy. If it wasn't windy, then like we could be cooking outside. I would be chilling out there a lot more, probably doing some yoga and stretching. Um, so kind of a bummer. I think it's pretty normal for this area to be windy. And also driving with this high top in the wind is kind of scary. There was a couple times when I was on the freeway and it was blowing me around and kind of moving me across the lanes. Okay, so I have this standing desk set up here, but every time I drive, the mouse and the keyboard falls off somehow. So I gotta find a way to secure them. Things just like falling everywhere while I drive is the story of my life. But as long as you make sure that, you don't keep any of the valuable stuff in like a precarious position where it can fall down, then you're good. Okay, I have a chat pulled up here, so I don't have to look at my phone in case someone chats. It really doesn't want to focus outside, does it? Cool. I think I'm going to close the door because there's a little bit of sand getting in here, I'm noticing. That's pretty cool. Now that's a cool view. Can't really see all the stuff I'm doing. Can't really see all my breakfast making, but I guess it's okay. Let's see. One second, just fixing the camera. I guess that works. Can't see me making breakfast, but pretty soon I'll have a super wide angle camera and it's gonna be much better. Much better, much better. Enter text for chat. Oh, I can chat myself? Huh. Oh, wow, that's cool. Whoa, it did it on all three. Wow, that's cool. Okay, I didn't know I could do that. Oh, wait. Has my chat been off this whole... No, okay. There we go. Oh, I just had an idea. One second, I'm going to move the camera. Sorry, y'all. I guess you're the guinea pigs. I'm trying to find the best position, and this might be it right here. Cables are unfortunate, though. Super ugly. Probably the move, but it's unfortunate that we don't have sunlight in my face. Cool. To make some food. Please, someone say something. Conversate with me, so I don't feel like a crazy person talking to myself. Cosmo, hi boy. Do you want to go on a walk? You want to go outside? You want your breakfast? You're a good boy. Okay. Where have I put everything? Right. So, what am I making for breakfast? Probably make some eggs. Sorry for all the crinkling sounds and stuff. I guess I could probably turn on noise isolation. That would make the crinkling less. One thing I really don't like about my setup is how cramped this whole like cooking area is. Like I can barely see what's going on in the pot, and then like I can barely like take the lid on and off, and it's made even worse by this standing desk like keyboard tray that I put in. So I'm gonna have to figure something out about this. It makes me like not really enjoy cooking too much. But I'm thinking if I just shrink the keyboard tray down significantly, and instead of using a full-size keyboard, I just use like a half-size keyboard, then I can like solve that issue. It's so dark in here, man. If I get it brighter, that helped a little bit. That helped a bit. I cooked some burgers last night. I kept the burger fat. I'm going to use that to cook my eggs, which might not be a good idea like health-wise, but I'll give it a try. It's like beef tallow, right? very dark. I don't know how to solve that issue. Other than, oh, I could focus on myself. That would probably help. Yeah, that helped. It's probably going to refocus back outside in a second, though. Oh, and I guess we'll go ahead and make the third coffee of the day. Why not? I did wake up. I woke up so early this morning. I woke up at like 4 a.m. I could not go back to sleep. I think usually I'm like exercising and super active during the day, and I'm just like always standing, so it just like tires me out. But lately I've just been sitting down, road tripping, so it's kind of like thrown me for a loop. So we got the eggs cooking. And what am I going to eat with the eggs? I could heat up some tortillas. Ooh. Now that's an idea. I'm going to move my microphone somewhere so I'm not like making noise into it. And now if someone talks to me, I can just talk into the microphone, but then you're not hearing like all my movements and crinkling and stuff. My legs are white. I should probably work on tanning them. The difference between my legs and my arm is crazy. gotta get organic corn. You don't know what they're spraying on that stuff. Finished off the cheese, and now it's a trash bag. Future trash bag. Warming up my tortillas. Yeah, the drone footage I got, oh, it's so cool. I can't wait to edit it and post it. I did one video of me like running along the cliffs with the canyon in the background, and then I did another video of me driving along the cliffs, and then both times I had the drone follow me, and it can like automatically track your car or you running, or if you're like biking or skiing, so it's pretty cool. Drone tech is pretty amazing. Yeah, it's so hard to like see what I'm doing and like cook with this like huge thing in the way. I'm watching myself on my stream like try to do it, and it's just crazy what I go through. Should probably make a smoothie or a protein shake too. Yeah, basically to find this spot, yesterday I was just at a rest area and I wanted to keep driving a little bit longer, so I opened up iOverlander app, and I just looked at all the different places, and I actually didn't find anything on iOverlander that looked scenic. Like there was stuff like truck stops or like just gravel pullouts right off of the freeway, which would have been really convenient. But I wanted to find somewhere where there was like a scenic overlook, maybe somewhere that I could like get some drone footage, and somewhere that wasn't too far off of the interstate. So and so I didn't see anything on iOverlander, so I just went on Google Maps, and I was like looking at all the national forests and national monuments, and originally I was going to go to um, Petrified Forest National Park or National Forest, but I asked AI if they allow dispersed camping, and apparently they don't. So I kept looking on the map, and I saw this spot. I think it was called what's it called? Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but I just saw a whole bunch of like really interesting looking cliffs, and I think there was a Google Maps pin that said like view or something like that, and so I just clicked it. So basically, I was just like looking around on Google Maps, looking for interesting things that weren't too far off the interstate, and I got lucky. I mean, now with AI, I could have probably just asked it like, "What's a scenic spot right off of the interstate?" and it would have told me something. But I feel like this was a really good move. Like I'm seeing some like the really seasoned RVers here that definitely look like they've been here before, and that off in the distance. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the spot. Anyway, I'm probably not making. Just use that. Yo, how's it going? How many miles does your vehicle have? Um, on the odometer, it says about 50,000, but that is tuned to the original wheels. Because this was lifted and then bigger wheels were put on it. So when you put bigger wheels on a vehicle, but you don't adjust the odometer, then it thinks you're going slower than you're really going. So there's more miles than it actually says. So it says 50,000, but depending on when the four-wheel drive conversion was done, it could have like 70,000. I don't really know. Um, but yeah, somewhere between like 50 and probably 65,000 miles. So not that much. And that's why had to get out of here. I mean, I had to get out and like go on vacation because um, I can't just live my whole life having this like super capable vehicle just telling myself, "Oh, I don't want to use it because I don't want to put miles on it." Like, no, there's like that's the whole reason why you got it. So, but yeah, thanks for asking. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. hear the wind howling out there. Good morning. I have Good morning, Debbie. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. And thank you guys for hanging out when I was doing the driving stream. I listened to it and I realized that it sounded so bad. Like the driving came in really choppy, and it was really hard to listen to. So I appreciate you guys for being there and stuff. And next time I do a driving stream, it shouldn't be that bad. Basically, I just realized when I'm driving, I have to use my AirPods. I can't use this fancy microphone. But when I'm stationary, that mic sounds best. So yeah, I'm planning on staying here. I do sell stuff online, and there's a chance that someone might buy something from me, and then I'll have to go into town to ship it. So I think I need to adjust some of my settings for the stuff that I sell online to make it so that I have more time to ship it. So that's one thing I have to keep in mind. But for now, I don't have any reason to go back into town. I want to get. I'm only getting likes on my reel from my Instagram friends. I want it to get more viral. So I have to get better at editing, and especially with vertical content instead of horizontal content like YouTube is. So yeah, got to get better at Instagram. Got to learn the ropes of the whole short form stuff. Say, having a kitchen where you can just sit and having a kitchen where you can sit and access everything is really nice. I can do my dishes, I can eat, I can reach things over there, get a glass of water. Lazy maxing is the way to do it. I want to save my energy for working out and stuff. I don't want to be walking around my house. I gotta save energy to walk you. You want to go on a walk? Want to go outside? You want some food? piece of cheese. But a piece of cheese and some egg yolk, Cosmo. How's that sound? Here you go, boy. A blueberry. Oh well. Frozen bananas are really hard to deal with, but super tasty when you get it in a smoothie. toy blender. Oh, sorry, that's probably annoying, huh? was muted while I was doing my blender. It's so windy out there, but I'm nice and cozy in here. I think Cosmo's ready to go outside. Cosmo, you want to go on a walk now? Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I have no idea why my smoothie is so thick. It's never done this. There's too many blueberries or too much protein powder or something. Or maybe it's just too frozen. I think that might be it. Because since I have extra electricity now that I'm driving a whole bunch, I turned my freezer and refrigerator to like a higher setting. They saw your booty. It's windy. I don't want to go outside. Oh god, it's so windy, and there's sand. You're not gonna like it, Cosmo. You're not gonna like it. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna keep the mic in here, or else you're just gonna hear wind. Cosmo, yeah, go pee and do your thing. You're a good boy. I'm getting some clothes on, and then I'm gonna take him on a proper walk. Because it looks like he doesn't really want to come back inside. He's enjoying it out there. But he has fur and I do not, so I am putting on a jacket. Okay, here I come, here I come. I'm emerging. And I can maybe try to put the mic like inside the hood so it doesn't get much wind noise. That should work. And the last thing I'm gonna get is the gimbal, so the footage is nice and stable. All I have to do is find where I put it. Poop bag. It's better now that I have a hoodie on and stuff. Now I know where those like Star Wars sand characters have those hoods. Oh, okay. Oh, man. Oh. When I move the camera, it's going to be a little jittery. I'm just going to set a be right back screen actually. tired out here. I really need some sunglasses. Oh, it's gnarly out there. Cuzzy, what is up? Thank you for following. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm about to take my dog on a walk here in this like it's like a dust storm. I knew it was going to be windy, but I did not know there was going to be dust getting kicked up everywhere. So I'm going to get my hat, and we're going to take him on this walk, and then but it's really hard to find things because my van is just like really packed with stuff right now. So, right, I remember where it is. Okay. I want like a legit Western leather or like fur hat. I was looking into them because I passed by a boot barn and they sell hats. But I don't think I'm legit enough to get like a cowboy hat. What do you guys think? But apparently they have wool hats and fur hats. And the fur hats are more expensive, but they're like better. So I might look into that. They're just expensive, and I feel like it would just be a dumb purchase for me to buy a cowboy hat. Okay. Oh, it's not gonna work. Okay. This is nuts. I'm gonna walk this way so the wind isn't as gnarly. Cosmo's happy. The gimbal's kind of... Oh, there we go. Cosmo is happy. Yeah, good boy. And there goes my hat. Really surprised there's cell signal here. But I guess since it's so flat, signal can travel pretty far. There's no trees or mountains to get in the way. think the wind is like blowing the gimbal a little bit or something. I don't know. It's kind of hard to control. I think I hear a fighter jet. Wow. You can see so far in every direction here. Super wide open. And there's the canyon. Oh shit, the gimbal doesn't like how I'm holding it. What's up from Barcelona? Barcelona. Hello, my friend. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I'm kind of new to the van life streaming thing. Trying to get better at it. It's also sort of like, there's a lot of aspects to it. You know, it's an IRL stream, which in itself is challenging. But then you have like a whole bunch of issues with signal. And then you have like all the issues with like the elements and stuff like that. So yeah, I appreciate you guys being with me while I, get things ironed out. And I hope it's somewhat enjoyable. So yeah, Little Painted Desert in Arizona. It's sort of near the Arizona-New Mexico border. And yeah, free dispersed camping. I'm assuming this is BLM land. I mean, what else could it be? So yeah, 2 weeks of free camping. Then you have to move, and you have to move at least like 25 miles, and then you can camp another 14 days. But that's only if the rangers like hassle you and start to know who you are. A lot of the time, you'll never see a park ranger, and so there's no one counting how long you're staying here. So a lot of people will just like live out in Arizona like this. Every 2 weeks they'll stay at a new spot, and they'll just keep moving on, keep resupplying. So now we're approaching, these two RVers. And they seem pretty established, like they've been here for a while, or they're gonna be here for a while. And I'm glad to hear that. I'm assuming the audio is coming in. Once I turn around, the wind is hitting my back. So once I turn around, it's going to be really hard to hear me, I think. So we'll see how that goes. Stay. Wait. Oh, gimbal failed again. Sorry, y'all. Gimbal is not happy. Cosmo is a cute dog. Yeah, he is really cute. He's a very good boy. He's my protector. He protected me from all the coyotes last night, didn't you, Cosmo? Come on, let's go. Okay, we'll go a little bit further, and then we'll peek over this ledge, and then we'll turn around. It was really overcast last night, so I'm glad it kind of cleared up a bit and the sun is coming out. He is a brave boy. He's gonna get himself into some trouble. We're pretty close to the NRS 412. What is up? Thank you for being here. We're kind of close to the Grand Canyon right now. Maybe like within 100 miles, 200 miles. So that's why it looks all like canyony. But this is not the national park, so not as epic, but also there's not nearly as many restrictions. Like, that's why I'm allowed to camp here for free. And that's why there's not that many people. Wow, look at that. And I can't wait to upload all my drone footage that I got of this. All right. Yeah, so cool. Okay, we're turning around. Let's see how it's going to be very windy. Thank you, Cuzzy, for the awesome drop. I think Cosmo wants to keep going in this direction. Canyon is on your bucket list. Yeah, well, if you're ever in like any sort of car, van, or RV, I mean, this road is perfectly serviceable for pretty much any car. There's some like slight ruts, but these giant RVs with trailers were able to come here. And this is, free, so you can just camp here 2 weeks. And again, it's called Little Desert Canyon or something like that. I'll have to look it up when I get back. You like it, Cosmo? You like being outside? Like being in the sun? Okay, boy, let's go. Come on. Come here. Yup. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully you can hear me all right. Come on, boy. Let's go. gonna have to go front camera only. Because of these gimbal issues. Sounds good even with the wind. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you so much. It's really useful because normally I'm not able to figure this stuff out until later on when I have time to listen to it, like much later in the day. After driving to all the places you want to go, you've done all the things you want to do, is there a point where van lifers realize that what's next? Well, I think the big thing is just like starting a family. That's the big thing, because like how are you going to start a family in a van? You know, like people do it in the school buses. They have their, you know, they homeschool their kids, but it's just like realistically, I mean, for most people, that just like doesn't really make sense. So it's really easy to live in a van and be single, and like I could do that for the rest of my life. You know, keep exploring, go to Mexico, go to Canada, all across the U.S. You know, ship the camper van to Europe. You know, but you can't really start a family, so, and you can't even, and it's hard to even like court a girlfriend. You're like a woman in a van, like unless they live the same lifestyle. So there's some challenges there for sure. That's what I'm kind of realizing. But a lot of van lifers, I mean, if you look for another van lifer as a partner, then they get it, and like maybe they'll have their own van. And you can always, you know, sell the van and go settle down, or settle down and just keep the van in the driveway, and then just use it for camping trips. But that's like more, come on, let's go, boy. That's like more of like a young adult van life perspective. You know, there's also a huge amount of seniors that are doing van life that are on like Social Security. And come on, let's go. Cosmo, come here. Come. Yeah, and so they have different challenges, you know, and different things, and you know, they might be more limited by travel. So yeah, but as far as like, you know, young adult van life, the starting a family and like getting a girlfriend and stuff is difficult for sure. For sure. And also, like, you're also potentially limiting yourself professionally by doing van life, because it's really hard to get like a good computer and desk set up in a van. And like, even if you do get that set up, then you have to like make sure your power needs are met, and like to, you know, so you can be on the computer all day, you know, like. And when you're working like a high value job, you really can't be bothered to do like all these van life chores, like filling up your water and like moving every so often. So like if you really want to advance professionally, then van life can also be a challenge for sure. And with van life, you know, your costs are so low that it's easy to just make a little bit of money and then be like, oh, okay, my needs are met. So I'm just like not going to try to like make more money. I'm not going to be more ambitious because I'm already like super comfortable. But like, you know, maybe you shouldn't fall into that. Maybe that's what I'm trying not to fall into. I'm trying to like stay ambitious and stuff like that. but also while still having fun and not, burning myself out, because, I've done that before and that's not fun. But yeah, thanks for that question. It was a really good question. Hopefully that came through all right. Yeah, there's just so many things. Like when you move into an apartment, it's like you know what you're getting into. It's like you move in, you get your furniture, and then you're set. Like life is pretty normal. But in a van, there's a whole bunch of variables. Depending on like what kind of van you get, where you live, how much money you have, what kind of job you have, and like how you make your money. I don't know. So you can be thrown a lot of curveballs if you decide to live the van life, and it can like derail a professional career for sure. But for me, it worked because just the way my life kind of unfolded. I had, roommates in the past, and it was difficult dealing with the roommate situation, the landlord situation, high costs of rent, and so coming into the van was kind of a breath of fresh air for me after like dealing with all of that for so long. And also, I was living in a really high cost of living area in Santa Barbara, and it's like impossible for anyone to buy a house there. So I would, if I rented a room, I would have been spending all my money on the room, and then I would have had no equity in anything, unless I was like, getting promotions and like making a lot of money. But living the van life has allowed me to like put my money towards the van and actually pay off something. And it's worked for me. But if I had a full-time job working in an office, then it might not have been as easy, because there was a lot of like adjustments that I had to do. Those people don't have $20K to spend on sufficient power systems. Well, what people like remote workers that need a lot of energy usage. My gimbal's kind of being wonky. Hold on. Oh yeah, now I'm remembering how to use it. Interesting observation. Yeah, I've thought a lot about this. I've thought a lot about like van life stuff. But power systems really aren't that expensive. They're just like a pain to set up and learn and like install. But the cost of solar panels and batteries has gone down so much recently. It's honestly it's seriously more expensive for them to ship the batteries and the solar panels than it is for them to manufacture it. Like, it's gotta be. Because the batteries are pretty heavy, and the solar panels are like, big, so they're like expensive to ship. But yeah, the installation is hard, like finding someone to do it correctly. I mean, that's why my RV is so expensive, is because it took so many man hours to complete. I've seen people use generator, Bluetti, diesel heater. Works pretty good for starters. Yeah. Yeah, the Bluetti is good. Like an all-in-one power station is good for a beginner or someone in a very small vehicle, I would say. Like with not that much power needs. Also, the power stations must be nice around those UCSB girls. Yeah, but I'm getting to the age where it's like I'm kind of, I don't want to like get involved with. I don't want to get involved with UCSB girls. Someone's heart's gonna get broken. But they're college kids. Obviously because of UCSB and City College, but then none of them can afford to stay there after college, and there's not that many good jobs. Let me get out of this wind. So, oh man, oh, the wind picked up right as we got in here. Yeah, there's just like there was nobody my age in Santa Barbara. It was like either college kids or really old people. All right. Yeah, and the all-in-one power stations can be good if like you need to go in and like plug it in inside. Brush off his paws. You need to like plug in the power station inside. Like maybe you don't have solar panels, so every once in a while you need to like go into the hotel you're staying at. Oh yeah, because if you're car living, then you're probably going to be staying at motels every once in a while to like let yourself stretch out, take a shower. And then if you go into a motel, then you're going to want to bring your power station in and like charge it to 100%. Oh. My microphone was here. But anyway, I'm just going to repeat that super quick. Bluettis and power stations are good if you're car living because often you're going to be staying at hotels every once in a while to like take a shower and refresh and like stretch out. And you can take your power station into the hotel with you and charge it. And you can't really do that with like a battery, a battery and inverter system. But you can with a Bluetti or a power station. So that's one situation where they have a huge advantage. But they are more expensive than just getting a battery and inverter. Or like a battery system and inverter. So like with like a big setup like this with solar panels, and for me, where I'm not going into hotels that often because it would kind of be a waste of money when I have all the amenities, it doesn't make sense for me to have a power station. Makes more sense just to like build it all. Okay, mic is still on. Yeah, it got super windy. So, last night I got here after sunset, so it would be cool to see what the sunset's like. Don't think I have a huge reason to leave yet. I'm gonna finish off my breakfast. Are you happy with your walk, Cosmo? Do you want to get back in the bed? Okay. that a 6.2 engine? Where's my mic? Here it is. No, it is not. It's the 5.4 V8 engine. And then the V10, is that a 6.2? I can't remember what the size is. But no, it's a gas 5.4 engine. And it works fine. Haven't really put it to its paces too much with four-wheel drive, so um, yeah, especially with like low range, because that's when you really need it. It's like you don't need to go fast in four-wheel drive. You need to have like a lot of low range torque. Um, and I'm kind of nervous to put myself into a situation where I like need to a lot of low range torque, so, because I might get stuck, I might break something. So I haven't really done that too much, but we'll see if the 5.4 engine has enough is powerful enough for that. Mm-mm-mm. Quickly rotate the camera so we can see what's going on inside. Gimbal's kind of getting in the way. Huge bonus having the 4x4. Only thing with the 5.4 is the spark plugs. So okay, you know a little bit about it. Yeah, the four-wheel drive is nice. Um, I'm gonna put it to its paces, and I'm gonna film it because like if I get into trouble, then I at least want to be able to like film it and like stuff like that. Um, yeah, it's apparently after like '09 or something, they improved the spark plug design. Because I looked that up, and like yeah, they don't have that many threads, and so they can pop out. But apparently they improved it, so I think I have the improved version. But the issue that I had was the exhaust manifolds. Um, yeah, there's like a problem. It's like they use two different types of metals, and so the manifold can corrode, and the manifold bolts can like corrode and like shear off. Um, and when I bought this van, it had this engine tick, and like that might have been why other people didn't buy it so quickly because they were nervous about the tick. But it turns out that all it was just a loose bolt on the exhaust manifold. So it could have been something a lot worse. But yeah, I just replaced the manifold bolts and it fixed that issue. Um, I actually was stupid and I completely replaced both exhaust manifolds, which like I really didn't have to do. I should have like just done the bolts, but I was dumb and I did it. And when I did it, I replaced it with ceramic coated um, manifolds, but I don't think they really do any like the ceramic coating is like chipping off. So I think it's kind of a yeah, not worth it. And I'd like to in California, it's really expensive to get your car serviced. Apparently, California has a different way of paying auto techs, where they got more money, they're paid more in California, and so I feel like the shops will charge you a lot more. And also, there's not a huge truck culture in coastal California. Like once you go inland, then maybe you'll get more like, but in coastal California, they don't have that many truck lifts. It's hard to get work done on like a big truck or a van. So it would be nice to go into like a Ford dealership or something, and or just someone who has a good lift, and then have them like service everything, maybe replace some of the fluids, differential fluid, transmission fluid, stuff like that. It's stuff that like I could potentially do myself, but not unless I have like my own garage, um, or place to stay. Like I'm not about to like go into like BLM land and like do some major repair. I will if I have to, but I don't want to do that. Good to go then. You might as well do both. I did do both. I got 225k out of my 5.4 with regular oil changes, left the plugs alone. Nice. Yeah, I'm hoping to get a lot out of this one. And then, yeah, like since the RV has so much value outside of the engine, even if the engine has a problem, it's like probably worth it just to put another remanufactured engine in or transmission. It's not like it would be very hard to total out the RV, um, the way it stands right now, unless I were to like crash it, God forbid. So yeah, it's super windy. Honestly, if the wind is still this heavy in the evening, then I'm not going to be able to fly my drone, and that's going to be kind of a bummer. Because the sun sets. Where does the sun set? To the south? Anyway, I feel like the sun kind of like sets over there. So it's going to be really, really beautiful in the canyon. I'd like to see that. But if it's too windy, I won't be able to film it with my drone, which is a bummer. Oh, and I have a mini Starlink. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, the setup's it is really nice, and that's why I'm so nervous about it. I don't want to mess it up. Um, yeah, I have a mini Starlink, and that's what's partially powering the stream right now. But Starlink also sent me a standard like full dish, and so I have my mini Starlink just sitting on my dashboard, and it's working okay, but it gets some obstructions. Let me see if I can show you. Well, you can't really see it because this solar panel thing's in the way, but yeah, the Starlink is like kind of blocked by the top of my RV because this whole storage section goes like way deep, and it kind of blocks the Starlink partially. So it's not really operating at its full potential. So I do have another Starlink, and I want to get it all set up. And that would be attached to a pole outside. I was gonna like go outside and put my yoga mat out and do some like stretches, and I have this ab roller that I wanted to use, But yeah, way too windy, way too windy. And yeah, I'm on the phone right now, but very soon I'm going to be streaming from my computer, where I'm going to be gaming Call of Duty Warzone. That's the main game, but I also want to play some other games like Counter-Strike or Battlefield. That would be cool. I didn't buy Battlefield 6, but Red Sec looks decent, and if it's on sale, then I could maybe consider buying it. How's the stream doing? Cool. Oh, thank you to anyone who subscribed. Seeing 3 new subscriptions. Really appreciate that. Christy, Abo, and Sivas. If you're still here, really, really appreciate that. And Felix. Thank you so much. Gotta go cut grass, but you'll see me again. Oh, dude, thank you so much. Appreciate you. I'll see you later. Yeah, appreciate all your chats and stuff. Yeah, we have to get... Wait. This is what I wanted to test. I actually have a Discord server. That didn't work. It might only work on Twitch, but that's supposed to bring up my Discord server, and it would be cool if we could get like a group of people in there that are into van life. There is one like van life gamer server that I'm a part of, that Trent does. He's like the really popular van life gamer YouTuber, but a lot of it is like gamer kids, like that don't even do van life, which is cool. But like, what it would be cool if we had like a slightly more mature group, maybe more van life focused, and we could have like voice chats or something, just to like give me a break from talking. It didn't work. I wonder if it works on Twitch. Yeah, it didn't work. Okay, well, we'll have to look into that. Yeah, we desperately need some other people talking while I'm just like chilling. Mm. So that's probably the thing that I'll work on after the stream and make sure it's set up for next stream. So we have a Discord with a VC. That would be cool. Where's my notepad? Yeah, I was gonna like. Where's the mic? Oh yeah, I was gonna go outside and since there's cell signal, I could have walked around and like set up a cool outdoor view of the van and then the view outside. But um, since it's so windy, I can't really do that. I can only really stay in here. So yeah, what was that? Okay, now write that note down before I forget. I have so many to-do lists and I never like actually look through them and get stuff done. So that's another thing I have to work on. Actually, like get my work done, get my backlog done. I would just rather work on something that's fun, like streaming or driving to a cool spot like this. Okay, set up Discord and trigger. What do you call that? Command. Cool. So we'll do that, and then next stream I'll be on my computer, so it'll be like a better camera, and I'll be able to play games and screen share, and it'll be a lot more flexible, and I'll have a better mic. I will have to learn, like there'll be more stuff to learn and fix and figure out. You need a to-do list for the to-do list. I know. And like I feel like that is just like a post-it note that like somewhere that's reminding me to just like, hey, look at the to-do list. Because here it's like the list will get lost somewhere, and then it's just like, okay, I'm not looking at it anymore. But if there's something like staring at me like right in the face, then I'm more likely to actually take care of it. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna finish my food, like wash all these dishes, and then like get some work done on my to-do list. Can't go outside because of this wind. So it's gonna be pretty boring in here for a bit. So I'm gonna sign off now. But thank you guys so much for coming and chatting. It seriously means so much to me. You are the real ones. You were here at the very beginning from the Van Life Dre journey, and I will never forget you. Thank you so much. All right, I'll see you guys later.